Hey geeks, before we get started, make sure to do your boy a favor, like, subscribe, leave some comments on the video, let me know what you want to see in the future, and make sure to check out our giveaways playlist because we got some great giveaways coming up.
Warhammer 40K, Blood Angels, Primaris Lieutenant. I said a lot. Let's go. Alright, so quick note, if you haven't played Warhammer 40K Space Marines on, I think it was Xbox 360, I think it was on the PlayStation 3 as well, it's well worth it. It's kind of feels a little bit like Gears of War, but it has a lot of its own flavor. Give it a try. Anyway, Warhammer 40K, this is probably the most licensed out geek property in all of geekdom. I mean, everybody makes 40K games, but not everybody makes 40K toys. So Mcfarlane has dropped in, and little history behind me in this figure. I had no interest in it whatsoever. I saw it on, was it Foosh Weekly when they launched Wave 1. I saw this when it went up for original pre-orders. Had no interest in it. Until this guy. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram. He does toy collecting, toy photos, toy customization, toy foolishness. Professor Bex, he got him. He was like, oh man, you gotta get this figure. It's hot. Get it. If you don't like it, I'll buy it off you. So I was like, okay, no risk, no fuss. Bought it. Man, this thing is a beast. I didn't realize how big it was, how solid it was. I think I'm gonna dig it. And because it's a bigger figure, I'm not gonna be so worried about the articulation, because I mean, he's big and he's bulky, so he's not supposed to do too much anyway. So I'm hyped to get him out of the box, even though the box is fresh. Mcfarlane, this is a little bit, I don't know, it looks bigger than their boxes for like the DC multiverse, but it's probably the same size, but it just has a lot more going on, so I'm digging it. Loving the artwork on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and have to pick up that first wave. I don't know if I'm gonna get the artist proof ones, but I'm definitely gonna get the other figures that are painted. God, that sounds stupid. All right, so let's go. There's the barcode if you need it. Oh, I didn't realize this was from the Gold Label series. So this is a Walmart exclusive. All right, quick intermission. I just thought I'd share this with you guys because I know I don't have a whole bunch of followers, but those of you that follow, you guys communicate with me and you do talk to me. So if you remember, I had surgery in January. Just to give you a little glimpse into how behind I am and how much catch-up I have to do, I'm gonna lean my camera just immediately left. This is what's on my docket right now. I'm trying to get through these in the next couple days. And yeah, I started that Thunderstrike wave, I think in December, and never finished it. And then, if you look over here, I haven't got to my second figure from the last Witcher, I guess you can call it a wave. Those two Mortal Kombat figures, they're spawned, they've been sitting there since December. And then, under the table, you see I got the Tri-Sentinel wave, it's been sitting there for about a month. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. Accessories, he's got his, I don't know what this is. I know it goes on top of his shoulders, I don't know if it's an antenna, I don't know if it's like a clan crest. Somebody help me out in the comments. And you got the Sword of Omens here. I have Thundera, give me sight beyond sight. Blaster, pew 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 pew. Alright, so he comes with a jetpack. That's scary. This guy's big. Wouldn't want him chasing me, much less be able to fly after me. Far stand. And Boss Man himself. So he looks good, and I really didn't mess with him yet, but when I picked him up in hand, his limbs felt, I guess the word would be limber. So I'm looking forward to the articulation because a lot of the Mcfarlane toys are really stiff, and you've seen some of my videos where I'm like pinching my hands trying to get him to move. Now he felt good and limber, but not too loose where it's going to be a problem. As you can see, he's standing up. No problems at all. Alright, so heads up, you see on the front, he's looking good. He's got his gold head. Now the gold on the head doesn't look quite the same as the gold on the shoulder. It looks like the head is gray underneath and they just used one light coat of gold, so it kind of shines through. It's a bit darker. But he has what looks like a blood drop in his forehead, green eyes, and a blood drop in the middle of his chest. Dig those wings. I like the way they're spreading out there. I like the way the black color contrasts with the red and the gold pops off it. Now on this shoulder, they put this patch of paint here. It's more of a mustard, and I don't know if that's supposed to be, but when you're looking at his head and the shoulder armor, this little doohickey on his waist, and then you look at the emblem on his wrist, all those are gold. So I don't know why they just threw this random mustard in there. Midsection, as you said, we got this little tassel doohickey thing here. He's got a belt. Does it move? Moves a little bit, but you're not going to do anything with it. Holds his little... I thought they were satchels, but they're not. Just looks like a piece of the uniform. Then you got all red here. Nothing to differentiate it. They should have painted those lines in black, but maybe that's not how this guy looks. I don't know. I don't play the game. Tough boots. Now I've seen those Jordans with the wings. These are killing them. They need to market these. Nike, if you're listening, get with Warhammer. Mostly solid red on the left foot. Then you have, looks like a vial with a drop of blood in it, or a small dagger. Looks like one of those daggers you can fit right between your two fingers. Look at that crazy armor on the side. Digging that cross right there. Now, that little jewel or knob there, I wish they had made those red. That would have made it pop. Got that blood drop here in the middle of the wings. And I like the gold, but I wish they'd done some kind of accenting to differentiate the feathers here that are spreading out from these wings. But again, not a complaint, still looks good. Side of his head here, this little ventilation tube and this ear knob, they're painted silver. Same on the other side of the head. And I noticed, didn't see it before, but they have these wreaths going around the head, kind of like Caesar would wear. On the shoulders, you got the mustard in the back as well. In the back, you got where he keeps his snacks, and that's probably where he keeps his weed. Articulation! Let's see, 360 on the head, smooth and easy. Now, looking down his neck, his head sits on a little platter. So when you move it, this whole disc here moves. So looking up, you can see that there's a big gap in there. Not a big fan of that, but I guess it's a good way to get him to look up and down in this big armor. Straight ahead. Did I tie my shoelace? Squirrel! So even with that disc looking up, you can see the range is not super. Down is decent. Alright, so these shoulder protectors, they do move. They're on some kind of swivel. You can actually go back and forth like that. Flip from the side. So that's going to give you some leeway with the arms. Yeah, both of them have it. Oh, Mcfarlane. Alright, so these shoulder guards are on a ball joint. They stick in that hole right there. You see the barbell. And you see the barbell in here moves as well. So that's how high the arm goes without the shoulder pad on it. That's how high it goes with the shoulder pad on it. And you get a 360 on the arm there. Do we have, yeah, we got a bicep swivel too. Full 360. Elbows double jointed. Got 2 screws here. Looks like it's gonna buck up against that though. It does, but you get a clean 90%. Wrist seems to be on the standard Mcfarlane ball joint, so you can get it all the way around. Get range here. Give me something. Guy does not want to move. Let's check out this arm. So, pistol grip, down, up. So, unlike a lot of his figures, usually the hand
will rotate around the ball joint, but the ball joint's attached to the hand, so I can't swivel it and do repulsor blast. So it's a different type of grip for each hand. So you got sword grip, gun grip. Just taking a page out of Hasbro's book there. I don't know why this doesn't want to move. I have to try and loosen it up later. Let me know in the comments if you have the same problem with yours. What about that dance floor? Get that smooth, yeah. That smooth Mcfarlane rotation. Also get a 360 there. What about the waist? Oh, waist doesn't move. That's interesting. Does it tilt forward? Nope, it does not. So only the abdominal joint actually moves, and it does tilt forward. It tilts way back. This dude's imposing. Lieutenant split range. You can let a small kid pass through there, but not much else. As far forward as he kicks. Again, good for a big bulky armored guy. No thigh swivel, but he does have a double jointed knee, and you can see he can well get up there and kick his butt. His toe is pointing up here, even though it looks straight ahead. If you see if I angle it correctly, you'll see it's pointing up now. So I guess that's kind of my job, not yours, right? That's as far as it's going to point down. Aside from the paint being a little sloppy down here, I think he's great. Like I said, the articulation on this guy, I don't want to call it limited because he's a big, bulky, armored figure. For what he is, he moves great. He looks good. Look at his stance there. They really got it right on this one. The proportions are great. Let's see what he looks like with his accessories. Backpack snaps in right there, or jetpack I should say. Man, that's some extension. I'm loving that blaster. And his little antenna crest insignia thingy has a slit in the bottom, so it fits right on top of here. Just pops right on. Oh yeah, baby. That's that juice right there. Yes, sir. Yep, I like it. Yes, Lieutenant. Yes, yes, yes. This guy's a boss. Alright, geeks, let me know what you think. I, for one, am truly impressed by this figure. I'm glad I got him. Professor Bex, shout out to you for twisting my arm on it. Unfortunately, I do like it so much now that I have to go back and collect the rest of them. So I know that the first wave is not really in stores anymore, so I'm going to have to pay that eBay tax on it. But now I want the whole set. And even if you're not into Warhammer, like I'm not, these guys will look good on a shelf, period. Get a bunch of them, army build, do whatever, but I mean, you can find stuff to do with it. This guy's tight. All right, geeks, sound off in the comments. I realized last night that we passed 1,500 subscribers, so I will try to do the drawing within the next couple of days. So if you haven't entered, go ahead and enter. It's a 2-pack Marvel Legends Hulkbuster set, yeah. So we're giving that away. So you got a couple of days from you see this to get in, and I'll announce the winner early next week. All right, sound off in the comments. What do you think of this guy? Was I right to buy him? Should I chuck him and throw him away? That ain't gonna happen. Are you gonna pick him up now that you've seen this review? Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Share the link to this channel with another geek friend. Till next time, geek out. Bex, you owe me some money.
Yeah.